What's up with y'all? Moxy Approved, tune in and get what I got. You hearing me right off the block. Timberland boots with the socks, right off the stage. Laugh it up, I got the Mox, keeping it real on my pop. Gotta subscribe, like it, believe it, it's hot. Moxy the mob with it, I'm going live, let them vibe with it. Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? We up, no fall. Stay away to heaven, no calls. Hard on these trolls like Cash. Moxy the mob. I got the best subscribers you witness. Moxy the mob. They showing up for the mob about our business. Moxy the mob. Yeah, I got the best subscribers in the business. Moxy the mob. They showing up the mob about our business.
Moxy Approved.
What's up with y'all? Moxy Approved, tune in and get what I got. You hearing me right off the block. Timberland boots with the socks, right off the stage. Laugh it up, I got the Mox, keeping it real on my pop. Gotta subscribe, like it, believe it, it's hot. Moxy the mob with it, I'm going live, let them vibe with it. Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? We up, no fall. Stay away to heaven, no calls. Hard on these trolls like Cash. Moxy the mob. I got the best subscribers you witness. Moxy the mob. They showing up for the mob about our business. Moxy the mob. Yeah, I got the best subscribers in the business. Moxy the mob. They showing up the mob about our business.
Moxy Approved. Moxy Approved. Moxy Approved.
What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Man, what happened to my background music? StreamYard playing games. I just paid my bill, StreamYard. They playing games. But what's up with y'all? No sound effects today. I tried, man. I tried for a good half an hour. I'm gonna have to get another app for the sound effects, man. I don't know, man. You go to a different country and all of a sudden this stuff don't work. VPN don't matter.
Moxy the mob.
That beat don't want to play.
I got the best subscribers you witness. Moxy the mob.
This is ridiculous. Anyways, what's going on with y'all? I was having camera issues, man. I'm never messing with GoPro again after this. I'm never messing. Hey, my uploads be all right. It seems like every time I want to go live, the joint be like, I don't want to work. You ain't paying me enough. Turn Mexican on you. Yeah, let me stop. You're not paying me enough. Damn, the camera want money? Wow. And now, let me see if I open this up in a different window. So my drops will play, but the music won't. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you. Yeah. So that plays, but the background music won't.
I got the best subscribers.
Oh, well. I'm finally in the house. That is right. That is right. Y'all can hear me with the background? I don't hear no background music. Nothing. Yeah, this ain't playing. It don't matter. I almost wasn't even gonna do this live stream. I almost was, what's up with you, Bumpity? I almost was just going, it just cut. Now it's back on. Let me see. I can't hear nothing over here. So it's playing for y'all, but it don't play for me to hear it. Man, they better not ever ask me for a review. I don't hear anything. Hold on, man. Let me go to the, I don't hear anything. Like, let me go to the actual stream. Wow. It's playing on the stream, but it's not playing for me for playback. All right, it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to trust that it's going. What's good with y'all? He said I got some Dilla going on in the background anyway. Jay Dilla, that's the man. Jay Dilla. I wasn't gonna do this live stream because I ain't want to mess up my my algorithm. Man, for those of y'all that's been over here a minute, you know what I mean? Vinny, I see you, the Kitchen Closed podcast. We've been over here rocking. Y'all know we was stuck at like 25,000 subs for like 5 months, so I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not anything that might mess up my algorithm for now. Y'all know the way I talk. At some point, I'm gonna say or do something that you know, it's gonna make them want to push that button on me. But for right now, if there's anything that I can help, that won't mess up that algorithm, that's I'm not gonna do it. So you know what I mean. Y'all go follow We Woke Now. Y'all know the kind of content I was creating. He ain't gonna never stop creating that content, and that's my boy. So definitely go out there and support him. What is it? I don't know. It's putting out some type of humming noise over here. So play for y'all, but for me, it gives me the humming noise. It is what it is. I'm gonna turn it off in a second, even though it's already off for me. We got a first timer from our live streams. The snooze kicker. That's what's up. Let me see. We play for the first time people that showed up to the church. I ain't gonna be to hear this, but y'all can hear the background music. I can't hear it. Make me feel like cutting this shit off. Not even gonna lie to you. Not because of y'all, but it's like, man, I'm paying y'all damn near $50 a month for this software, for stuff like this. Then they had the nerve to hit me up and say, hey, something happened with your auto pay. Yeah, they will hit you up when that auto pay don't work. One of my cards is getting renewed. Y'all know when the expiration date. So all the ones I had on that automatic auto pay, it ain't working. So I'm waiting for all of them to hit me up in the email, and I'll go renew all of them. But I wanted to tap in with y'all. I want to make sure, because y'all know uploads is my main thing here. I ain't been doing the lives like I was because you got to build this page. So uploads is my main thing. So, but I still want to do at least one live stream a week. I'm gonna still give y'all one live stream a week. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with World War III. That's another segment I had that really wasn't helping the page out. I don't know. I'll do an announcement about that in the future. Maybe I'll do like a Moxy live joint where I just do live streams on there, and we can go over there and talk about the World War III stuff. But that ain't really help out my page. You know, ever since I've been doing this full time, I think about it totally different than when I was doing it like as a hobby. You know what I mean? And the difference is your time management. When it's a hobby, you can just do whatever. But like when you're trying to go full time, then it goes into, all right, I got to do a balance of what I enjoy doing and also what is working. You know what I mean? Kathy. Hey, y'all show Kathy some love. She's she was the first to come over here and, you know, say, hey, I'm a white woman. Y'all know we actually have white people on this page, but they don't do what Kathy did. They have black avatars and stuff. Katt will come on here with Apollo Creed as their avatar. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers. But a Katt will come on here with Apollo Creed as their avatar, acting like they black. You know. I also want to say this, and this ain't to you, Kathy. You are immune to everything I'm about to say for now. So we growing over here, and them folks done found out about my page. They done found the page. What does that mean? Man, they going wild in the comment section. Hey, y'all, when y'all see these wild comments, y'all are free to react, Moxy Mob, whatever way y'all want to react, y'all are free to react. I'm just telling y'all they over here now. And they not playing games. They not playing games. I had one of them, look, I put up the rest in peace Kobe Bryant, Gianna. You know, no offense to them other people that died in the helicopter joint, but I don't know them. They didn't have no effect on my life. No disrespect to them. Look, As I'm talking to you right now, it's people dying right now. Hold on, man. I know I forgot I got that church music going on in the back. I can't hear it over here, so I'm gonna turn it off. Y'all can hear it, so it may not be going with what I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, white people dying as I'm talking to you right now. I don't know them. You know what I mean? So the Gianna and Kobe Bryant thing, I put rest in peace, Gianna. So one of them come on there. Oh, this guy's a piece of shit. Rest in peace to all the people that died in that helicopter crash. Ah, shut the fuck up. I don't have nothing against them people that died in there. I don't know them. They had no effect on my life. I'm not being disrespectful. It's just the truth. They had no effect on my life. It would be disingenuous for me to be like, oh man, you know, whatever. I hope the best for you and your families. I didn't even know them. Kobe Bryant had an effect on my life. And that's not me being disrespectful or anything to them. That's being truthful. They had no effect on my life. I don't know who they are. They, you know, before they passed, they got to be in a helicopter and be with Kobe Bryant. I'm pretty sure they had great, wonderful lives. They don't need my condolences. We don't need my condolences, but they over here on the page. They finding any small thing to complain about. I haven't, only one of them I really blocked. They was like, I can't believe y'all listening to him. I know this was a white person. He's giving out demonic signals with his hair and stuff like that. I block you, bitch. I'm silence you. They love silencing us when we got something to say. They love silencing us. So what they, you know, I do have a freedom of speech page, but it's the same thing with freedom of speech over here. It's consequence. You say whatever you want to say, but it's consequences. And if you get too disrespectful, you know, I'll block you. You know what I mean? That's just is what it is. I will block you. Peace, new subscriber here. Love the Paul Mooney. Yeah, I appreciate it. Look, man. Good looks for you know, y'all showing me some love with that Paul Mooney. It took me a long time to do that. I think it's going to eventually bypass my Katt Williams. It's on pace to bypass the Katt Williams documentary as far as views. I did not think it was going to get that kind of attention on it. That documentary is from the heart. It took me a week to do it. It took a week. I was in the middle of that. I was going to say, you know what, man? People don't want to watch this, man. I'm wasting my time. On like the fourth day, I almost stopped it. On like the fourth day, you know, I almost stopped it because it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad I didn't stop it. I kept going. I'm already working on my next one. I'm thinking about just dropping the documentary maybe once or twice a month, man. I can't do it every other day. It's too much. I don't have a team. I don't have a team. He said you can see your passion in that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that was a personal one. That's why I didn't think it was gonna get that many views, because I really did that one because, like, you know, Paul Mooney is a favorite of mine. And I just don't think that his name gets mentioned as much as it should. And you know, I searched for him on YouTube. You know, a lot of his videos, his comedy videos, that came out like 10 years ago. I searched the most recent, wasn't no recent videos. The most recent videos he had was that whole scandal with Richard Pryor's son. That was the last time people talked about him, and he went viral. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, because this, I want to. We can, after I talk about that, you know, I'll be here for an hour or so. We can talk about anything after that, but this is mainly just a recap on that. You know, because I looked through the comment section. All y'all content creators on here, y'all know, like, you get to see all the comments. So it's very polarizing comments. I dipped down in the comment section one time. I told myself I'm gonna stop doing it, but when I see gotcha moments, I dip down there, and I still need to not do that. But some dude came on there. Oh, he posted up a Paul Mooney video. He ain't gonna say nothing about the whole Richard Pryor scandal. So I came on there and I said, yo, man, this is a very ignorant comment, because obviously you commented and you didn't even watch the video. I do talk about it. Oh man, you gonna come down here and talk to me? Hey, you sensitive, homie. And it's like, wait a minute, man. You on here talking about I'm ignorant that I didn't even talk about Richard Pryor son and Paul Mooney, and you didn't even watch the whole video. Like, you know, so I use that as a moment to be like a gotcha moment, but I should have did. Oh man, this man sensitive, man. I don't fuck with niggas like you. I was like, okay, man. It's like I want to say, man, people take the comment section too serious, but I guess you can include me in that because I said something to him. But I do want to talk about the Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor's son situation. And how I feel about. First, I want to say this. Let's start off from the top as far as Katt Williams and Paul Mooney. I'm just gonna be 100% real with y'all. Throwing Katt Williams' name in there was just part of the technique on trying to get the algorithm to catch it, and it worked. You know, it wasn't clickbait because Katt Williams was in the video. If you watch the full video, he was in the end. You know what I mean? So it was not clickbait, but I was not like trying to say one better than the other or this is that and the fourth. You know, I do think that there's always room for debate. That's what we do. You know, so I think that is a good debate. Who you thought was better with this or that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with any of those debates. You know, this is a debate channel. Our main motto over here is we question everything. So I would never run away from any type of debate like that. You know, if anybody want to come over here and speak their mind, I forgot. I did say it's a call-in show. And like I said, I don't want to be here all night for y'all. Long live Bernie Mac. That's another one, man. Hey, follow me on, let me go ahead and pin that. Follow me on Instagram. And look, I knew I probably shouldn't have did this stream now. While I'm streaming with y'all, that's 1,000 people watching that. I'm averaging 2,000 views an hour on that Paul Mooney video. So it's like 1,000 people still watching the Paul Mooney video while I'm live right now. The Most High is great, ain't he? He's great. And when he give you something, you got to go with it. So we're going to keep going with this, with these documentaries and stuff. Let me go ahead and tag. If anybody feel like they want to come on here and say anything, I'm going to tag this video to the top. Oh, let me tag this link to the top. So I wasn't necessarily comparing the two. First of all, we don't have a Paul Mooney in mainstream right now, period. We do not have a Paul Mooney in mainstream right now. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how can I tag this to the top. Well, let me tag it to the top. I see somebody in the background. I'm gonna let you up. I'm just trying to tag this link to the top. That's long live Bernie Mac. I'm gonna have to do another comment to push this up. Okay, there we go. Southern Gotti. What's up, girl? I'm not a girl. I am a woman. I know you're not like that, Southern Gotti. You know. Damn, why I can't pin this to the top? Give me a second. Whoever in there, give me 1 second. I'm trying to pin this to the top. Follow me on Instagram. And I say that if you got any ideas for it, I already know who I'm doing next as far as documentary. I ain't gonna give it away because there's other people watching. I ain't gonna give it away. But if you got any ideas on documentaries or anything you want covered, hit me up on Instagram. In a minute, I'm gonna throw up. Also, if you on Discord, I started a new Discord channel. Trying to build that up too. What's up with you, man?
Hey, what it do, cuz? It's an honor to meet you, Moxy. What it do, cuz? Respect, man.
Chilling. Is Mr. Sun?
Yeah, Roguish son, Roguish from North Tulsa.
All right,
what it do?
Yeah, I don't want to hack your name up, man. Roguish.
Hey, cuz, fuck English, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Do it how you need to, man.
Roguish son, what's up with you, man?
Can't call it, cuz your documentary brought me here, and it was just in the algorithm, and I watched it, and it was like, this is phenomenal. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he was, you know what I'm saying, your favorite comedian, it's like, I've never met someone where Paul Mooney was their favorite comedian. Everyone was usually trying to be a student of Pryor, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, that's why I, watched a little bit of your shit, and it's like, yeah, I see it, cuz, for real. That's respect. That's respect. So you be giving the pure ones a little bit of hell, man.
Yeah. Well, I got to be a little bit particular. He's my favorite comedic writer. To be honest with you, my favorite comedian is my next documentary, but he's my favorite comedic writer. Similar, but a little different. The next documentary is my favorite comedian. That's gonna be my favorite comedian. I ain't gonna get out of the way, but he's my favorite comedic writer I don't think there's a better writer as far as for me than what Paul Mooney was, and he definitely, especially early on in my career, he definitely inspired me, man. I mean, even now I write jokes like that, but you know, I'm gonna say the first 3 years of my career, that was majority of my jokes, and then I found out, all right, you're gonna get booked in the major clubs. Like you're not Paul Mooney. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna book you in the major clubs with these kind of jokes.
No, they are not. You have to. It's the thing is, you learn if you really if you want to do the cutting stuff. It's like what's brother name? Red Fox. He was the king of innuendo as far as I'm concerned. Him and Lenny Bruce, the way they had to navigate those territories and learn how to use innuendo to hit home with things that at that time they would be sniggling about, but at the same time they'd be ready to hang a nigga. And you know what I'm saying? It's 1950s. They're like, oh my God, you're gonna offend us with those cuss words. Wait a minute, you'll hang a motherfucker in a week.
Yeah.
Y'all said
yeah. I one of my favorite jokes by Red Fox, I think it was something like he said I think it was something like you can learn something from white people. I read on the news where white people said that majority of Negroes walk around with a knife. And he said, so I went out and brought me a knife. Like he was like, I didn't. It was something like that. I might be messing the joke up, but it was something like that. But yeah, Red Fox is another one.
Yeah. He's to me, he's up there with comedy. Like, he's Olympus. Like you have Rushmore and you have Olympus. So I count Olympics as the framework. So Mooney definitely part of the framework.
Who's your Olympus?
My Olympus is all right. Pryor, Carlin, Patrice, and Tony Roberts.
Tony Roberts. It's funny you mentioned Tony Roberts. A lot of people don't know that's where Dave Chappelle get his timing from. Gets that from Tony Roberts. Yeah. I mean, you a Tony Roberts fan, you should be able to hear that.
No. Wait a minute. Tony Roberts from Detroit?
Yeah, DMV. Yup. But he says it.
No. You thinking of you? No. You think I know who Dave's homie is? His big homie. What is his name? He's a funny motherfucker.
Tony Woods. Let me see.
Tony Woods.
Tony Woods.
That's
Tony
Woods.
Right.
Yeah.
I corrected myself though.
Yeah.
I corrected myself. Tony Woods. Sorry about that. Tony Woods.
Yeah, but Tony Roberts. He's so funny, it's crazy. But he does that type of erratic comedy, and he can do it to the point to where it keeps you laughing the entirety of the time. Few people can do that. He's one of those people that could do that. As far as with Patrice O'Neal, it's just, you know, OG status, always been. Pryor and Carlin was one of the first people to really start using comedy as, you know, in the intellectual sense, in a hyper intellectual sense, and was, you know what I'm saying, waking folks up with shit.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am a George Carlin hater.
You a Carlin hater? How you hate Carlin?
Man, you know what?
That's one of the purest Peckerwoods to step up to the motherfucking mic, man.
Well, the thing with Carlin, he says this out of his own mouth. All he did is take Richard Pryor's style and politicize it, turn it into politics. So it was like, you know, he was a gimmick before Richard Pryor found himself. And he says it himself. He said, we all took from Richard. You know what I mean? So I'm admitting it. I'm a hater. Right. You know, there's no reason for me to really kind of put him down like that. But
Richard's not a comedian.
Stuff. What Paul Mooney said, I don't want a nigga to have a headache. Give me that headache. You know what I mean?
Richard is not a comedian. Richard, you understand something. Richard came up in a whole house, cuz. You have any idea the level of humor that you have to create to find things funny? Like, if you ever talk to a pimp, the shit that a pimp finds funny would like make people like, hey man, there's something wrong with you. But so he grew up in a whole house, dog. Humor to him had to mean something totally different. So he was the first one who had to actually be that honest about a society. It wasn't just him growing up in a whole house. It was everything that was connected to that. Whole houses are connected to the society. Oh, hold on, that's some weed, man. I'll be right back. Hold on.
You got the delivery going on.
Hey, what to do? Cuz? Hey, we in Texas, nigga. Shit, you know what I'm saying? This shit illegal. Be right back.
Shout out to Texas. I think I saw a Big Bass on here.
Already.
Oh, they getting weed deliveries on live stream. Anybody else want to call in? We got the link going up. I don't know how long we're gonna do this. Anybody want to share their thoughts? I'm gonna ask him a question. Then I got some questions I'm gonna be asking some other folks. So I do want to talk about this. And this ain't Think Mega TV. What's going on with you? And this ain't, we question everything on here. If someone wants to come and talk about how they feel about the Paul Mooney and Richard Pryor's son, I have no problem talking about that. We question everything here. I can tell you right now how I feel about that. I think, and this is just my opinion, I don't know what necessarily happened in that situation. All right. As far as like if Paul Mooney did something or didn't do nothing, I think that's both families' business as far as the Moonies and Pryor. I've heard something on both sides to me, which had some validity to it. Here, I'll put you back on for a second, brother. I've seen something on both sides that has some validity to it. Yeah, this man, I gotta ask you what your YouTube page is. This man definitely a comedian. But hold on a second. Let me finish this thought. I seen something on both sides that has some validity to it. And at the end of the day, I don't know what happened. Richard Pryor's son, if you listen to his statement, he said, I'm not gonna name names. He didn't say I'm not gonna say their name. He said names. At this time, he did have a book. So I don't know. He could be implying something for that book. They said Richard Pryor put a hit out on Paul Mooney for $1 million, but the truth of the matter is, after that incident, they were hanging together. So that, and I'm not hanging with nobody that did that to my son. Period. I'm not, I'm not hanging with nobody that did something like that to my son. So it's like I hear something on both sides, and the way I did the documentary is because I had to put that in there. Right. There's no way that I could give a legit documentary without including that.
Right. Journalism integrity.
Right. It's a part of his story, whether we want it to be or not. And the way I did it is for the viewer to decide for themselves. Richard Pryor's son never came out. The fact is, he never came out and said, this is what this guy did to me. Maybe he's trying to protect Paul Mooney's legacy. I don't know if that's going to do anything, because people going to remember the negative before they remember the positive. That's and right. A lot of people in the modern times, that's what they remember Paul Mooney for. Like people didn't even watch the video. There's a lot of people that as soon as I put the video up, like that one dude I was telling you about earlier in the stream, who was like, he didn't even cover this topic. And it's like, you just assuming that you didn't even watch the damn video. I did cover the topic. So, but I knew that people was going to go straight to that, because that was the last viral moment for Paul Mooney before he died. But how do you feel about that?
As far as it goes, damn, this shit loud. As far as it goes with that, I believe that as you rock in Hollywood, that's an entirely different fraternity. And once you make the decision, it's kind of like bodybuilding, right? I mean, you got people that's in bodybuilding and they're doing things to the point to where they put so much stress on their body, you damn near die, and it's like, all right, then. So once you've made that decision, it's like, all right, that's a decision that you've made, right? As far as anything occurring, I don't know. People can say whatever they want about Hollywood, and people will believe whatever, because it's Hollywood and people like believing Hollywood. So you can't tell them not to. So my thing is, as far as it goes with Hollywood, I don't know how to believe anything that you hear from it, let alone if it, unless it comes directly from the person, you know what I'm saying, who's actor or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'll say this, and that's something I'm gonna get into a little bit later. I did a little bit of did the rap industry. I've been in TV shows. I did the acting thing. One What else? I'm gonna say comedy.
Yeah,
it's the darkest part of the industry that I spent time in by far. Like, and I'm
and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Oh no, it shouldn't. I don't get it. Y'all may not know this guy, but it's a famous black director. I went on tour with him. He did a play. His name is David Talbert. And at the time I was doing music, a friend invited me to David Talbert's mansion. He had a mansion, and I was just in the living room talking to some folks, and he invited me on tour. Cut a long story short, in the middle of the tour, he said, I know you like doing rap. He said, you're very good at it, but you're a comedian. You know, he didn't know I had gotten class clown, and I was always thinking about doing stand-up. But I'm saying this to say, he told me, he said, when this tour is over, you need to run and, you know, start doing stand-up comedy. He said, but I'm going to warn you. He said, it's the darkest part of Hollywood. He said, I don't know why it's so much jealousy, so much hatred going on in that field. Yeah. He said, but I'm going to warn you that that's what it's about. And he didn't lie. He didn't lie. People like to say that comedy is very competitive. I'm going to tell you, no, it's not competitive. It's not a competition. You can't show me a competition that don't have rules. When it comes to comedy, especially black comedy, it's war. There ain't no rules. There ain't no rules.
What about camaraderie? There's no camaraderie?
You find people that you know you could be comrades with, but I'm going to tell you like this. You don't have no friends in that industry. There's no friends. I can prove it to you just like this. You know, I had a guy, I guess I'll still say that he's my friend. I got a guy that's my friend. I actually went on his YouTube page, try to help him get some momentum. He's a friend, but he was doing very well. He was running like 2-3 shows in New York. This white girl out of nowhere said that, you know, he had one show that was very popular in this club. They gave him his own night in this club, very popular. Out of nowhere, this white woman came out and said that, you know, we had sex 3 or 4 times, and I can't remember one of those times he actually got consent. So,
shit. Dun, 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 dun. Blame a nigga.
There you go. There you go. Now, I'm not about to say whether this is true or not. I just know that no one would talk to him after that except for my dumb ass. I was the only one, and I told him, I said, you know what? And he actually listened to me. I said, you know what, man? You need to sue her. You need to sue her. You need to do what, you know, because it's like, people just can't come and say stuff like that and don't have no proof, don't have no police report, don't have nothing. Just put your name on I don't want to say this, but that's pretty much putting your name on the cross.
But that show you the power in it, though. You ask why it's the darkest, why it's the darkest one. Well, you understand the power of humor. This is why they surprised that you could spit. It's like most comedians can spit. Most comedians have a higher intelligence because you're taking in so much of the reality. You're probably a natural people watcher, you know what I'm saying? Been doing this since you was younger, but you're not just watching people. You're watching how people interact with one another. You're watching the society. Comedians take in probably as much fucking information as something that is a higher technical level or something like that. And then you concise it and you and then you present it. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much information that doesn't make it into one set. You know what I'm saying? People think, oh, you're just, you know, trying to be funny. It's like, do you know what the fuck it takes to concise, you know what I'm saying, all this shit into a page?
Yeah, it's I will say that our form of humor is different than other people. I mean, I've had a ton of women that were kind of they were kind of surprised just watching a movie with me because of things I laughed at they didn't think was funny. Like I watched The Harder They Fall the other day, and the girl I was watching it with looked at me kind of weird because I don't know if y'all ever saw it. I'm just gonna say this about this. It's one scene where they kill all the white people on the train, and I laughed my ass off. She's like, "Damn, that's funny to you." And I'm like, "Yeah." That's the best part of the movie.
Wait, what's the name of the movie again?
I laughed my ass off for that whole entire scene.
What's the name of it again?
The Harder They Fall. It's on Netflix. What's up with you, Big Bass? Why don't you go ahead and chime in?
What's good with it, man? The doc is fire. Doc is hot fire, man. I looked at that doc a couple of times, but yeah, that doc moving. It's good stuff. You know, Paul Mooney, that's one of my favorites. Paul Mooney, one of my favorites as far as like stand up. But yeah, you hit on a lot of the facts. You hit on a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that was going on with him in his lifetime. Because once they blackball, I ain't gonna say blackball, but once they kind of like ostracize the brother, you stop hearing a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
for
you
to bring
said
that back out, it shows the importance of your documentary by you bringing that back out. I think we had a conversation and I brought him up one time, and we was talking about I think he was doing the other skits you was doing, but yeah, by bringing that back out, man, it kind of resurfaced because of the Katt Williams stuff. Kind of resurfaced, and it's bringing a lot of interest to his life because he was important. He was like the cog in comedy for a long time. Some of my favorite shows.
We don't really see that much of him or hear that much of him anymore. But you said it right. People kind of are reluctant to say blackballed or canceled. No. Right before he passed, first of all, it was really before he passed. They started trying to cancel him. And the process was in motion, like right before he passed. They put it in motion with that Richard Pryor Jr. Story. That's what put it in motion. So you said it correct. Blackball, he started canceling his own shows, but when you have an allegation like that and the name Richard Pryor is involved in that allegation, it's some people that's going just out as far as them in their mind showing respect to Richard. There's a lot of people that's not going to want to work with you. So he was definitely in the process of being blackballed right when he passed. Now, one thing his sons brought up, which was kind of interesting, is he was like, how come this information is coming out right now when everybody knows that Paul's been going through dementia? And I thought that was very interesting that they said. Now, once again, I'm not saying it did happen or didn't, because I don't know. I covered it, and I covered it like that, So I don't ever want to act like, this is what happened, because I want to say some of us are hypocrites. And what I mean by that is we'll say innocent until proven guilty with the law, with the legal system. But then when it comes to all this gossip and stuff, we don't apply that to allegations. Innocent until proven guilty. We don't apply, and I don't see how you can do one or the other. I don't. Even with TD Jakes, I never said TD Jakes was guilty. I just presented the story, and I left it up for other people to put their opinion out there. Notice I haven't been doing too many TD Jakes videos anymore because we haven't seen that much proof. We didn't see stuff that's suspect. We all know about. Matter of fact, oh man, I do got something I want to play. we do bring up the swallowed up. Yeah, we bring up the swallowed up. We bring up the swallowed, but other than that, there is no one's came with no straight up proof like, yo, this is what he did to me or anything like that. So I like to keep the innocent to proven guilty on both ends. Now, if tomorrow,
I've heard some things about the Potter House, cuz I've been out here for some time, and you hear things about the Potter House.
both y'all in Texas. That's funny. Both y'all in Texas. I'm gonna play something real quick. I met TD Jakes though. I met him, and I told my mom. This was like 8 years ago. I told my mom, I was like, I met TD Jakes. She's like, oh, how was he? It's like, he seemed like a gay man to me. So it was exactly like that. I was like, no, it was no different than how I met like Hollywood producers and stuff like that. It was no different. I told her that.
Oh, he had that same energy. Wow.
Yeah, he had that same energy. It disappointed me. Whoa. I don't have no problem saying it. It disappointed me. I'm trying to bring up this link, man. Damn. Links ain't been working real good over here. But yeah, man, I like to keep the innocent until proven guilty. I like to keep that energy, man, because you never know. One day somebody will try to accuse you of something, and you'll hope that people, won't believe it. Just like my boy, I don't think he did anything with that white woman. He was hot you know, he had a club. He had his own club night, and I don't know if he just decided not to book the girl. I don't know what the case was, but whatever the case, she decided to be like, oh, we had sex 10 times, and I don't think he got consent once. And it's like, you know, let me shut up, man, because I know they do these little reviews on here, man. So
I mean, well, no, this is the ill part, dog. If anybody ever been with a white chick, you understand that you ain't never got to take it. If you somebody who get pussy, have you ever had to take it from a white chick? Has any woman that's giving y'all pussy, if you a pussy getting motherfucker, has the white woman ever given you the most motherfucking resistance?
All right, well, hold on. Let's do one cuss word a sentence. All right, man. I still want to. Now you can cuss. Let's do one cuss word a sentence. You know what I mean? Big Bash, man. They put these through manual reviews, man. But to answer your question, I ain't never had to take. I didn't had, as far as with the WW word, the white women word, I didn't had them be more aggressive than I've ever been with any one of them.
There
you know what I mean?
Go. That was my first experience with it. Like, wow, these chicks want it. Wow.
Yeah.
A lawyer chick in Seattle. She was.
I've never had to take anything like that from a woman. And especially now in my older age, I will fall asleep. Like,
I mean, the thing is, we are the ones that bring all the charm. Cause you know what I'm saying. Everybody try to base their charm off how we rock. You know, so it's like, all right, come on now. If that's the case, that's why when the whole Bill Cosby thing came out, it's like, all right, wait a minute. He could have at the time when he was rocking it, thousands of people mesmerized to the point to where they would probably have the exact same reaction that he would script down in his pad of him just making one of those goofy faces or something, and everybody laughs at the same time. Then they stop laughing. You mean to tell me he couldn't consolidate that for one chick when he was before one chick, and he had to fake something? He had to fake something on a chick who came out to a hotel to rock it, whatever we going to get down with in the nose, the vein, whatever the fuck, whatever the world it is. You feel me?
Well,
it's like, wait.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because Bill Cosby, he had a lot of stuff going on, man. He used his power to really come down on the black community before all that stuff happened. You know,
he's African American. Don't they have that right?
Yeah, no, and I don't think some of the stuff he was saying was correct, but I think, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with Bill Cosby, because you'll find a lot of black people that ain't on his side also.
Of course. We're not a monolith, and we don't have to be a monolith. I dig it. I'm not,
that is true.
Yeah.
Hold on, I do want to present this because I did tell people I was going to show them this. Just check this out for a second. I thought this was hilarious. Let me play this for y'all.
Ace.
Hold on.
Holy fuck! You're a dude! He's been throwing these luxurious orgies with a hip-hop mogul and tricking everyone.
And if it was not for you cock-blocking bitch ass-cracker children, I would have been swallowed up.
Oh my god! I almost got some head from this guy.
What?
I thought it was a woman. He's wearing a dress. And he kept asking about swallowing.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Stop looking at me like that. It was only the tip.
Yeah. Hold on. It didn't play the first 10 seconds. I gotta play it one more time. It didn't play the first 10 seconds. Hey, y'all go and follow Ace Vane. I make sure I give people their credit. Ace Vane on YouTube. Oh man, this was a classic. This was a classic.
All right, gang. Let's see who this power bottom really is.
Holy fuck! You're a dude!
He's been throwing these luxurious orgies with a hip-hop mogul and tricking everyone.
And if it was not for you cock-blocking bitch ass-cracker children, I would have been swallowed up.
Oh my god! I almost got some head from this guy.
What?
I thought it was a woman.
He's wearing a dress. And he kept asking about swallowing.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Stop looking at me like that. It was only the tip.
Yo, man, internet undefeated, man. Undefeated.
Ace is a master when it comes to utilizing the pause of right? Pardon the pun. The pause of the footage that he uses and the timing. He permits so much timing to happen between certain scenes, and the audience builds it forward. Like, he's a genius when it comes to that.
Oh, you know that YouTuber?
Ace Van, hell yeah, cuz shit.
Yeah, I never heard. This is my first time. I definitely followed. That was hilarious, man. It was only the tip.
Yeah.
He just stopped looking at me like that.
the frozen frame with Velma, that's the one. It's like, yo, how do you catch that expression?
Yeah, I'm a big time Scooby-Doo fan. I ain't got my let me see, I ain't got my sound effects, man. I couldn't get that to work either, man. But yeah, I'm a big time Scooby-Doo fan.
Mm-hmm. Well, yo,
going back to what we
with that doc that you put out there, and you know what I'm saying, the effect that it's having, you might have pulled yourself into, you know what I'm saying, at the SB territory. You know what I'm saying? Shadow
SB.
band. Shadow
band. Nah. I know about that SB word, but not with that video. They're promoting that video more than they are promoting the Katt Williams video. This is the thing about YouTube.
Yeah.
If it's getting attention, they want that money. So unless you're talking about the R word or SA words, they don't really care. They don't really care. I have a friend, We Woke Now. Y'all go ahead and follow his page. He be tearing the J community up, but it don't be like maliciousness. It's more, Hebrew Israelite stuff, and he focuses on what's the truth and what's a lie.
You mean the achas?
Yeah. He's growing. Now, when I did that on this page, they shadow banned. I got shadow banned for 5 months when I did that on this page. I'm not really trying to go down that topic anymore. That's why I tell people to go follow him. Because he does that topic very well. I have enough videos out where I've talked about that topic, and here on this page, we are moving on. You know what I mean?
I can dig it.
I got shut down for 5 months after doing a few videos on that. I'm talking about 5 months where the number didn't move. It didn't go lower or didn't go higher. You try to hit up YouTube chat, they act like they don't know what it is. Hey, how come, I haven't got a new sub or lost a new sub in 5 months and something's going on? And then the chat lady would be like, oh, it's so sorry to hear that. And over here at YouTube, we know that as a content creator, sometimes this can be frustrating, but we don't shadow ban over here. That sits your mind. Like, that's how, hey, Big Baz, you done dealt with them. Ain't that how they talk? Like,
oh man, I'm losing subs. So, and I'm not even posting. So, but at the same time, that's the nature of the game. When you go at certain communities, man, you got to expect that they're gonna do their little pushback. You know what I'm saying? But
that's why I go as hard as I do. Sure, you know what I'm saying? Inadvertent black supremacists over here. What it do?
Well, I tell people all the time, as much as I don't like that, I can't get mad at that, because if I was running YouTube, I'd probably be worse than them. You wouldn't be able to put out no negative video about blacks, period. I do it just like how they would do it, because you want to know how bad you want to know how unfair it is for you to be shadow banned. They don't take your page away. No, go ahead. You keep posting, man. You go ahead and keep posting, keep putting in time. You know what I mean? You keep promoting yourself. You ain't gonna get anywhere.
It's like that scene from Cowboy Bebop where they was on the mushrooms and Spike was just walking up the stairs forever. You progressive, but you ain't in there, cuz.
Yeah, but just to continue in that part of the conversation about the allegations, what do y'all feel about the Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor allegations? I
mean, is okay. So with the What is it? Okay, so you said that I would say that there was Freudian slips with the roast and everything, right? Meaning that all right, you participating in, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood to a degree, and all right, you know, it's the early years, and in the early years, really, all right, you can pretty much say nobody said no. That was the get down. A lot of people try to put it on. All right, well, they did that, they did that. Well, wait a minute. No, it's like this. Let's say that's the get down, right? You know, some do it, some don't, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? If everybody else was doing it and that's the way to get down, all right, that's the way to get down. As far as it goes with the son, I don't know. I don't see that. That's the thing. And it was the end of his, it was the end of his, I don't want to say the end of his career because he was going strong as much as he could. But the thing is, when they get into longevity, there's always some type of scandal, as who was it? Eddie Griffith said. There's always some type of scandal that pops up when one is about to gain that tenure, that longevity, that all of that. So I figured, all right, you know what I mean? I was side eyeing it anyway. So
yeah, I look at the historical context of it because you got to remember every black comedian at some point in time, when they reach a certain age, it's time to go on and break them. You know, a la Bill Cosby, of course, Paul Mooney. But you got to remember that Richard Pryor exposed himself as far as like his activities, his behavior, as far as who he encountered with, who he had relationships with. So it's way before Paul Mooney. So I think at this time, after Richard's death and all this stuff has went on, now when Paul Mooney, you know, he's mentioning people who work for the establishment, like a Oprah, like the Queen. You know, when you mentioning powerful people and you having an impact as far as like he was having, because when he was saying a lot of this stuff came to fruition. Remember, he spoke about Diana. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want you waking the people up or even having you even thinking that way. So when he started bringing that up, you know, okay, all forces got to go, you know, all forces started going against him. And the best way to go at a black man is to hit him with his sexuality. That's every situation. You can't name a situation in the history of America where a black man, the way to break him is through his sexuality. And that's just the playbook. That's Hollywood. That's whatever, you know.
That's true. I'm gonna throw this out there.
If you was intelligent in the 80s, they caught you with a book. They used to say it was effeminate to be reading. You remember that? I'm crazy.
I'm gonna definitely throw this out there. As a person that seen a lot in Hollywood, for them a lot of times to do business with you, they gotta have something on you. They gotta have something on you, and when you do what Hollywood wants you to do, you kind of leave yourself open for that. I'm trying to find this video of Katt Williams that people pretty much forgot. Matter of fact, I have. I'm gonna send this to my desktop and I'm gonna play it. But that's the whole thing. They're not letting, especially if you got talent, like real talent, they're not letting you in there without them having something on you. That's what people don't realize. I'm going to tell y'all who's one of the realest people on YouTube. A lot of people like him, but a lot of people don't. They think that this man is lying. Corey Holcomb. He is out of everybody that I've seen doing podcasts on YouTube or other platforms. He has the realest information. And a lot of stuff he said about Katt Williams was 100% true. People don't want to believe it because Katt Williams is hot right now, but it was 100% true. You know, here, I'll play this real quick. People forget about this. People forgot about this at some point. I don't know how they forgot about this at some point, but they did. Watch this one for a quick second. Let me see where we got. Okay, here we go. Watch this one.
In Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I've been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to them up be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you finally look in the wrong room and shit. Yeah, come here. Is that too late? Listen. It's one of them niggas. That's an old man.
Now, what people forget right there is that he was at the party.
He was at the party, yeah. He was at the party.
That's the part that people skip right on over, is that he was at the party. You know, right now, anybody, that gospel rapper Lecrae came out and said he went to P. Diddy parties. So everybody, oh, you're supposed to be in God and you're gay. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay, but wait, to get invited to the parties, does that mean that one is automatically initiated? Do you have to participate? Now, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because look, if you ever been to college with pilgrims, you done seen the crazy thing pilgrims do, man. So it's like, all right, then I would expect Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? These pilgrims with even more money. They finna turn the F up. So it's like, all right, if you party with them, you know, it is what it is.
I will say there's some truth to that, but this is the thing: if you start getting work after that, well, then that will tell you everything. If you just went to one party, and you just went to one party, you know, they ain't gonna invite you to another party. Period. You know what I mean? But if you start getting work after that, and it's like, you know,
hey, I noticed when you came to the last party, you didn't unbutton your shirt.
Let me say this. It's different levels, because you got to remember, in the music business, the same thing go on. It ain't no different in the music business. Yeah. They have parties, and these parties are to initiate you. And if you know, a lot of times you see yourself, like you seen the picture of Lil Baby. He's sandwiched in between the billionaire, Lil Baby. Okay. So these things happen at parties in the music business. You said sandwiched? Sandwiched? Yeah, he was sandwiched. No, like the dude was like literally
not like sitting, not sitting next to.
No, they were standing up. Literally, this went viral. Like people already seen this, so this ain't nothing new. Yeah, people already seen this. Like this is known. Like that's a no. You a hood dude. That's a no. For a man to be directly on your back and the man in front of you. And but that's initial.
Word like that. Yeah,
it's like being groped. It's like you're being groped.
Yeah,
being groped. Yeah.
So, I mean, they got a picture out there with Lil Wayne literally giving a mouth-to-mouth kiss with Baby.
With Baby.
Yeah, I mean, they disguise it as. Yeah,
but see, that was the thing with Africa Bambaataa. That's why they let him rock the way that they did, because he was already rocking like that on the ethos of how those who present the contracts for, you know what I'm saying, fill in line here or whatever precious element you wish to offer a line with soul connection or whatever. You know, if that's how they get down, you know, what was Q-Tip said, record industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady like what? You know what I mean?
Man, I could tell y'all this. My favorite rapper to this day. I could tell this story 1,000 times, but Tupac is my favorite rapper to this day. And I heard stuff about Pac before I got to LA. I didn't believe none of that stuff. Then, like, when I started running with some of the gang members out there, I'd be playing Pac. They will always get upset, like, well, why are you playing that weirdo around us? See, the thing about it is the people that stay in LA, they know all that. A lot of them know all that stuff. They know who be at the parties. They know who hang with who, you know, and I will always hear that about Pac. And it really didn't hit me until I started running into the people that put Tupac on. Okay. And it's like, one of them I'm not going to mention. But yeah, that's when it really hit me. I stopped listening to Tupac for 2 years. And this guy brought me into the VIP section of this club. Didn't even know me. You know what I mean?
No, the black VIP smile for me now.
Yeah. And I see this guy, and I'm like, hey, this is blah, 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 blah. This is the guy that helped Tupac on. I'm all excited to be up there, not realizing, like, do you know why this man just asked you to come for VIP? Don't even know you. Just asked you to come to VIP. You know what I mean? I'm young. I'm thinking about it, but that's like in the back of my head. I'm like, man, it's because, you know, a nigga got style. That's why they want to nigga up there.
Yeah, opportunity. And the universe is opening up its doors, and I'm here to present myself for the opportunity and be ready and all this. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, cuz That's the charge. Soul, booty hole, firstborn, beloved. You suck them, they suck you. You got to wear a dress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With all that shit, bro. It's like, really? Okay. Just to do what? Just to tell a joke? For me,
or act or whatever. Well, at this point, I was still mostly rap. So, you know, I get to the VIP area and there's no women up there. It's him and another guy and me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he started asking me about my experience in Hollywood and how I feel about it. And, you know, the Most High started talking. I was like, you know, I like this place. But I'm like, you know, everywhere I go, man, people want this and this and this. And, you know, I'm not really about that. And then he went to this whole tirade on how I'm not seeing the big picture. You know what I mean? And then he ended this whole tirade with you not seeing the big picture. And I'm pretty sure you're missing out on opportunities out there. Not only that, plus I want to da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, all right, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? But that was the final straw. That's when I knew, like, okay, Tupac, I'm not fooled. You know what I mean? Then I started seeing pictures of Tupac with Digital Underground and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, some of these pictures is like, yeah, man.
They were trying to do some P-Funk stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? They were inspired by P-Funk. A lot of West Coast artists were inspired by P-Funk, but they was actually want to do, you know what I'm saying, Digital Underground, be like a new age style of, you know what I'm saying, P-Funk, George Clinton and all that. So that was that. And P-Funk used to do some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying, just for the wackiness, cosmic slop of it all, you feel me? But yeah, when it comes to the rituals and all that, it's like, it's I don't know. My thing is, I be wondering if let's say somebody do sell a soul, what do they do with it? What do a person do with a soul?
Oh, it ain't no person that got the soul, man. It's the devil. And he can do a lot with it, you know. That's why he obviously is worth a lot. You know, that's what people don't realize is that your soul is worth more than any amount of money that you can gather for it. You know, all that stuff that Pac said it himself. I sold my soul for riches, fast cars and bitches. Rather live my life a legend of more than lies and pictures. Yeah. Don't shed tears, save your sympathy. He said it himself. Don't shed tears. He made that choice. Don't shed tears, save your sympathy. You know,
why is it that they don't get that awareness that they start, you know what I'm saying, preaching from the heart, from the soul, like that, until that occurs? Should they so empty and now they're trying to find something to connect to in the audience or something? It's like, you know what I mean?
I can tell you this. We could go back and forth on this, but they say it's a famous comment that's a fact. What they say, if the devil ever opened up shop and was buying souls, it'd be a line all around the corner. You know, that clout. You know what I mean? I will tell you, I've tasted a piece of that lifestyle, and you could get to the point where you know it. Once you in there, it's an easy way to hypnotize yourself with all that clout. You go to a club, pick any woman that you want. You know what I mean? Like private jets. So it's easy to how can I say, get comfortable in that lifestyle. But you know, at the end of the day, man, that debt has got to be paid. And one famous story about Tupac is that he gave his life to the Lord at West Angeles church like 2 days before he had that whole incident happen in Vegas. That's a famous LA story that they tell, that he went to the altar and all that, and broke down crying and like gave his life to the Lord in West Angeles. I don't know if West Angeles was the best church, but you know what I mean? It was a church. You know what I mean? It was a church. So said Digital Underground, nothing but trouble, made no sense. And it was just hilarious for that. Yeah, I mean, there's videos out there where they all in a room with just their underwear on, Tupac and all of them. Like, it's some very weird pictures out there, man. Those were most of the weird Tupac pictures come from is the time with Digital Underground. And I'll answer this your question about how people don't realize this. The best example I can use, and this is even for myself, is Colin Kaepernick. When you're an artist and you have talent, there's not too many places you can go to express this. If you're an actor, it's just Hollywood. That's it. If you can't do business in Hollywood, where are you gonna go? where are you gonna go? So I'm gonna tell you a choice that every entertainer that goes now is different. And I'm glad I didn't do none of that stuff because I see where we at now. Now is the time for the independent artists. You know, so a lot of these people that made those decisions, it's like, yo, if you would have held out for another 5 years, you would have seen the game change. You know what I mean? But at that time, before social media became what it is now, it was just only what, 2 places really, New York City and Hollywood. That's it. You know what I mean? And it's like, if that's what every artist in those times, because that's the time that I really got into the game. Every artist at some point you're gonna have a decision to make. Is you gonna go further down this route and deeper into this rabbit hole, or are you just gonna be comfortable and settle with never ever really reaching your potential in there, but keeping your soul? You know what I mean? I made the latter choice. That's the choice that I made. You know what I mean? But I don't judge people because it's their soul. They have free will. They can do what they want to do. I don't put branch under my nose. That wasn't out. Look, if there's anything that my mom did correct in our household is that is of the devil. You know what I mean? YouTube manual reviewer, we talking about religious stuff. This is our opinion and our beliefs. We don't have no problem with those type people, you know, but I had to come to that decision though. I had to sit there and think, okay, so this is what the industry is about. You know, I can't change the industry. It's been like that before I got here. All right. Neither this is something we're going to participate in or something we're not going to participate in. That's the decision that every entertainer, if you ever get to the point where they even offer you that. Because a lot of people come out there, nobody's like, man, get your dusty ass out of here. Don't nobody want you. Like there's a lot of people that go there, they don't never get that opportunity. You know what I mean? But if you ever get handled that opportunity, it's the decision you're gonna have to make. Because, and I brought in Colin Kaepernick because people wondering why he's still trying to get into football. Where else he gonna go? The man likes to play football. So
that's his profession. It was a profession. It wasn't just something that he liked doing. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? It's a profession. He's pretty much probably a scientist at it. Been studying it for quite some time, since Pee Wee perhaps. Come on.
Right. And John Madden gonna only do but so much for a person. You know what I mean? So it's like for him to really express himself through playing football and you love that sport, you don't want to be in no CFL. The rules is different. These are all junior college NFL play or American players that was good in junior college. You don't want to play in no CFL and you don't played in the Super Bowl before. Come on. So it's like there was nowhere else for him to go, and that's what Hollywood is to a lot of us entertainers. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't do none of that stuff because I got to find out. And still, you know, I could be worth 50 million. I could still turn right now. I know the people to hit up and be like, hey, I ain't ready. Here's my soul. I know the people to hit up to do that. I know the people to hit up to do that. But that's not for me. And I'm not like some of these other people because like there's one guy from Making a Band and he'll, you know, no offense to him, but he'll go around giving all these victim speeches and stuff like that. They wanted me to do this and I didn't want to do that. So didn't nobody want to work with me? But brother, you made a choice. How are you a victim? You're supposed to be proud of the decision you made. You know what I mean? How are you? I don't understand. How are you like me? I don't come in here talking about I'm a victim. I don't. That's the decision. I had a choice to make. I still can make that choice. I decide I don't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta live with never being able to get $50 to $100 million off of my talent, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I don't see how somebody can be like, oh, I'm a victim and Hollywood did it. And I didn't want to suck your dick, so they didn't want to put me on the album. And it's like, well, you're supposed to be proud of that decision, man. Like,
there you go, for real. It's like, wait a minute, you made things of integrity. So this is the thing. How much money is integrity actually worth? Because I've never really, I don't know, man. I don't know. When it comes to integrity, this is why I'm such a fan of how Katt did what he did on Shannon's channel. It's like, all right, let's say that song was Cap, song was truth or whatever. It was the fact that he showed himself being a fixture in, you know what I'm saying, at the time, at how he was, and was able to bank off of like an equity gained of that celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Something that he could use not necessarily for Hollywood, but for himself. And I dig not only just comedians, but people who operate in Hollywood like that. That's why Patrice O'Neal, it's my top comment. You know what I'm saying? It was primarily the integrity of it. You know what I'm saying? He kept it 100, and you know he like, all right, you know what? Yeah, I could sell out as far, you know what I'm saying, and get those sell out the stadiums and all that. But it's like, I don't want to owe all that. That's why he tell people, I don't want to owe.
He actually talked about that. Yeah, like it's a price you have to pay.
Yeah.
We gonna keep it on Katt and Paul Mooney, because I have a lot to say about Patrice O'Neal. I could go a couple hours about Patrice O'Neal. He too is one of my favorites. Phenomenal comic.
Yes.
But yeah, he is someone that did not want to bite the apple, but he was more descriptive than any of these other comics as far as why he didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? And what he saw and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, people, it's like people hear these stories and stuff like that, and a lot of people thinking that it's just, oh, you hating on this person, hating on that. No, this stuff is real. Yeah, look, I have a friend. Hopefully he ain't watching this, because I still consider him a friend. He is blowing up right now. I'm not gonna say his name. He is blowing up. He done been on Joe Rogan like 10 times. I put him in my short film about 5 years ago. So he's always been a good friend of mine. I mean, even though you don't really have friends in industry, but what you would consider an industry friend. He put up a Facebook post the other day, and when I saw the reaction of it, I was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing on this post. But he put up there, he said, a lot of y'all niggas be talking all this shit about y'all keeping it real and all that. If somebody offered you $50 million to wear a dress, you gonna tell me you not gonna do it? All the comments beneath it, where's my dress? This, that, and the fourth. You know, and I didn't comment on it because I knew that I would be outnumbered on there. And then I'm like, you know what? That's these folks. That's how they get down. Let them have a little post on Facebook. You know, what I wanted to put on there,
it's best to use it as a litmus test. You know.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to put on there. So you telling us you got a movie coming out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when the movie dropping, brother? You know, you telling us the movie coming out? You know what I mean? But yeah.
But they was like, yo, where my dress at for 50? I ain't a dress for 50 million. Look, this is the thing. Is all right. You get the loot. Right, what's homie name? Young Jock, right? Remember, you know, when he went down, he did the auntie thing, even the head, you know, just for me. He had that shit right up there, and he had a whole gown and everything, and then he's in there counting the loot, and it's like, damn, it's it makes you ask the question, what is it? It objectively, it makes you look at what is the basic state of our masculinity then. If they always want to put you in a dress, what is that is our basic state that they're always trying to dim down or whatever, that we don't even understand that we're putting out there?
Well, you know who would hate that question? Marlon Wayans. He looks at that as some form of artistry and some form of...
He would.
He not stupid. Marlon not stupid. Some people play stupid. Some people act stupid. And some people, they just roll with the system. You know, he can't go against the system. He made a movie called White Chicks, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, his brothers have a history of playing, you know, men in films, hated it, all of that. So, you know, like they are embellished in it. So that's why they get to roll out the red carpet, have big premieres. That's why as a family, they've been able to thrive for a long time. So of course he gonna speak against it. They got to sugarcoat it in a way to make it seem as though it's eloquent. Oh, you know, it's artistry and black men. See, white people can do it. Nah, white people can do it in such a way where it can be considered artistry.
That's their culture, though.
Yeah,
that's their culture.
It's initiation. It's initiation.
Yeah.
Take that next step. I mean, we can go through the litany of history of artists. I mean, actors, comedians that have put that dress on and seen what happened to them, to their career. We can look at it.
Yeah.
They've been doing that since even before the days of Rome. You know what I mean? Like, do that in Great Britain. They be wearing them women wigs. They be over there sentencing niggas to death with a woman wig on. Like,
that's their stilo, cuz. That's been their stilo for the longest. So if that's their stilo, let them keep it. You know what I mean? Just, yeah.
Well, I look at it now where you taking jobs away from transgenders, man. And I'm surprised that transgenders ain't came out and said something about it. Like when y'all gonna stop taking our jobs? There's a lot of transgenders. You know, I done turned this into a joke myself. It's a lot of transgenders that can have these parts and all that. I don't see why a man has to even do that now when you have a whole bunch of transgenders out there looking for work. You know what I mean? It's a lot of black transgenders claim and roll. Have him or her on there and go and play the part. Why not? You know what I mean?
Why not? And Flame is funny.
Right.
Flame
so
is
I
funny.
don't you know, we know what's behind it. And I look at it like this. Look, man, Rome is Rome. That's how Rome is. But what I don't like about statements made by Marlon Wayans, how you gonna dog out us for not liking that? Or like we can't have a preference, nigga? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not allowed to have no preference.
Nope.
And one thing about us, we do a lot of complaining, and a lot of people complain about us not taking accountability for this, that, and the fourth. And the truth of the matter is, you can't go around. It's not right to go around and blame the pale community for all of our problems. But the biggest problem is we're not in control of our image. And the way our image is being hustled around the world is making us look a certain type of way. And we are the biggest influencers of the world, hands down. I don't care what any Nigerian has to say about this or any of these folks. We are the biggest influencers in the world. Just me traveling the world, I see how they use us to even put their message out. They pretty much use our talent to get people in right. They use our talent to get people interested into American culture, American society, and then they stand on our shoulders. They put their messages out of there and stuff like that. And it's like the problem is we're not in control of our image. You know, that what's that girl that got that song with Drake, Hands on the Knees or whatever? What's that?
Megan
the ratchet
something. Megan something.
I forgot her name. It's a ratchet chick. Somebody in the comment section know. Hands on the knees.
Megan.
Not Megan. It's a newer one, new ratchet broad. She got a song with Drake.
There's a lot of them hoes out there.
Yeah, so many of them. It's Sexy Red or some shit like that. I think it's Sexy Red. You know, she got this ratchet song, and there's a video that went viral with like 4 or 5-year-olds all singing a song, hands on the knees, hands on the knees. And it's like, you look at the song and you look at who's motivating people to make this kind of music, and you look at who's getting paid the most off of these songs. That's what the problem is. It's not the artist making the most off of these songs. You can see who the problem is when you find out who's making the most off of these songs. And I'll just leave it like that. Like I said, I'm going off of certain topics, not trying to shadow ban, but that's where the problem lies, is that who's making the most off of these songs, because they gonna make it to where, look, you know, same thing in Hollywood. Well, who was that said, I forgot his name, but it was one comedian that said he went into a room for Baby Boy, and they was like, oh, y'all can play the part of Baby Boy. He's like, I'm gonna tell y'all who gonna get this part. You know, the person that's doing the part of Baby Boy is whoever, you know, do this. And everybody left, and he said the guy that stayed was Tyrese.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that story. You know what I mean? I remember that story.
Holly weird indeed. you gotta pay the cost. Oh, but you're right. You're right in how they use black culture to power the American popular culture ethos, because they use it as a weapon. I found this out in the military, cuz, you know what I'm saying, going from place to place, and then, you know, you go there like some years later and you see how it's changed and it's a lot more American or whatever. But now, you know what I'm saying, you got all those businesses that are there, and then the traditional culture starts to erode, and we're talking thousands years or whatever. It can't hold up to, you know what I'm saying, advertisers or Coca-Cola, MTV, and all the rest of that, dog. You
so
know,
you're a vet.
Yeah, you know, I don't claim it like that, because I've just, you know, I was soldier in the military one time. Because I'm let you know the reason I don't claim it is because when I got back here and I got those same vibes that, oh, you know what, something might be happening against this particular community over here to make a brother want to get active. You can't. Oh, and it's my community to where it's happening to where it make a brother want to get active. So it's like things that they'll send you overseas for to put in all that goon work. And you're like, okay, we over there, we putting in going work. Why can't we put in going work here for certain things that we know we going over there that y'all say, all right, go on, go work, let's do it.
Yeah.
But here, for my
no
community, I can't put in no goon work, and I got to see, you know what I'm saying, those who people like to call law enforcement work more like mercenaries, and you know what I'm saying, killy willy all the live long day, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no disrespect to vets over here. I don't want one of my coolest YouTube buddies, we woke now, works for the military. So I don't I know that's a touchy topic amongst us. I had
homie, I'm from Black Wall Street, cuz. I'm from Black Wall Street. So I'm pretty much an Avenger. Childhood.
Wait, so
well before.
Not Texas. I
I'm
thought you
in Texas.
I'm in Texas.
Okay. I'm in Dallas. No, but I'm from North Tulsa.
Hold on, I found a song, John. This is the song. It's not called, let me see. Isn't it? Wait. It ain't. This song, Sexy Red.
Okay, yeah.
And the name is not Hands on the Knees. It's Rich Baby Daddy, and that's Sexy Red. Yeah, that's the song that went viral that had the little
That's
kid.
the name of that song? I didn't know that was the name of that song, man.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure y'all hear it all on the radio, you know.
I don't listen to the radio. Man, I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's horrific. That is horrific. But it's even more horrific that there are probably adults present. And you know, it's because they're like a little girl's party. So somebody's auntie,
the
somebody's
adults were taping
mama.
it. The adults were taping it. They thought it was I don't know what they thought it was, but they were taping it.
Can you believe that there was somebody's father that was probably there?
What was that you said, Big Bass? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that that's they think that's cute. That's ratchet behavior. That's mothers today. You know what I'm saying? That's something you ain't gonna. Hey man, like that's what they doing. They putting together parties with those themes. You know, they putting those parties together. They doing it. You just don't see all of the videos because if you post it on YouTube, you liable to get your channel shut down. But I'm just saying.
Right.
That's sick.
Well, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Like rightfully so. Like,
yeah. They even had one video that was viral. The black kid and a kid, I think he was like 8 or 9, and a couple of they don't pose. They on stripper pose. They teaching the kids on stripper pose. I'm talking about black kids in Atlanta, Georgia.
They're not giving them kids no chance whatsoever. They're not giving them no chance whatsoever.
Because children aren't children to us. We still thinking in that plantation model, homie. Unfortunately, our children is just a product from effing, as opposed to kids are a product from fucking, as opposed to children being a product from family development and family planning. That's why everything is so willy-nilly out there. I suspect that that's where a lot of the slave, what they call them, the farms, you know what I'm saying? The breeding farms. I bet a lot of the breeding farms was in that area, and that's why all that energy is as crazy as it is like that. Notice it's been like that since Luke set it off with you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. He is a pioneer in that, right? I got an argument with him on Twitter about that, man. I'm like, you running for office? You know what I mean? They ain't gonna pull up none of them 2 live proofs. He said, see, people like you don't know how to move on. I'm not the same person. Yeah, he responded to me on Twitter, man. That was like 5 years ago he came at me, man. He did not like that. And I didn't think he was gonna respond on there. But yeah, he responded to me, man. He's running for office. But yeah, he remember he didn't even rap. He would just do ad libs.
That's all it was. That was because remember he's a Caribbean cat, you know. He's a Caribbean cat. So yeah, I'm saying they remember the whole thing with what is it, Carnival or something like that. So let's say that those who do Carnival within the world, they get down with a lot more risque, you know what I'm saying, party or whatever. And you know, he ushered that in. Black people wasn't really partying like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, notice that it wasn't nothing that caught, but you could say that launched it off or whatever. But it didn't catch on as a character ethos of chicks. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see a whole lot of black women trying to do that with Patra. You didn't see that. You didn't see it with Lil Kim.
Well, no. That's the one that popped it open for everybody. It was Lil Kim.
You didn't see a lot of Kim clones. There was maybe one here or there, but you didn't see a whole lot of women, you know, pattern themselves behind Kim like they do Nicki and Cardi, cuz it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we had another level now because they didn't have social media back then. But my brother, one thing my brother told me, he was like, before Little Kim, you always had one or two of those in the hood. And he was like, they were kind of quiet about it. Like, you know, they were kind of quiet about it. It's like after Little Kim, it was like that number tripled. And women were very confident in saying that type of stuff. Like, I do this and do that to you.
Okay.
Little Kim was the one that kind of like opened that door up. She's the queen of that. She's the one that opened that door up. And yeah, you would have Little Kim, but then you would have Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. You really don't have nothing like that now. You got Sexy Red.
No
Look, we don't know which ratchet made that song earlier. We like Megan Thee Stallion. It was Nicki Minaj. We are like, you know, we're bickering on which one made that song. It was Sexy Red, you know. So
I went on the YouTube journey one time, and I don't listen. All my. You told you I listen to Dilla. You know what I'm saying? When you came on, I listen to nothing but instrumentals and, you know what I'm saying, homework music, what they call it, a homework addict. So I straight away from that listened to some Redman and, you know, lyrics and everything. So I just, you know, let YouTube take me on the journey. It took me on the journey to eventually modern music, and after that, every single female artist that it presented, she was first twerking and rapping, and, you know, they start, you know, whatever, you know, I'm a bad this, I'm a bad that, and then next thing you know, it's the twerking, and there was no difference. And it's like, wow, wait a minute, is that now the ethos for a female rapper? Not just a twerk rapper. I can understand you know, somebody want to be raunchy, but is raunchy now the basic get down?
I tell you what's the worst is TikTok. TikTok is the worst, and it's you know, they doing all these how can I say this? They doing all these theatrics and antics now. They got the CEO of TikTok getting he's getting the Congress is putting him through something. They're not gonna do nothing. Everybody keeps talking about they're gonna ban that app. And I don't know necessarily it needs to be banned at this point. It just needs to be controlled. And I tell you what, the Chinese are controlling it. They don't allow none of that stuff on TikTok in China. You know, it took me about 6 months to get control of my TikTok algorithm, because when I first started going on TikTok, you know, I ain't gonna lie, you know, I'm a straight man. You know, as soon as you click on these TikTok videos, you got a girl that twerking, they got the big ass up in the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was watching those. You know, but after a while, you get tired of it. And I get disgusted by it, because it's like, after about the 10th one, it's like, all right, show me something else.
Something different.
Bitch, do you know how to sing? Can you play the piano? Like show me something else. And it's like, I started getting angry, because it's like.
And there was a Lizzo.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. They drag Lizzo. They drag Lizzo. Yeah, she's playing the flute. Was she playing the flute butt naked or something like that? You know,
no. She is amazing. She is
amazing.
But the thing is, she actually got, if with the funk in her music, I don't listen to her music, but you catch it here and there, and it's like, yo, she got some good funk elements in it. Her music is actually good, and it's like, oh, that's the jacked up part. You had to give her props on that, but it's like, as far as it goes for presentation, come on, nice.
Man, I'm not no big Lizzo fan. They pretty much use her to promote high blood pressure. That's pretty much what they use her. And it's like,
yeah, they out of pocket for that one. They held out of pocket for that one.
And Kevin Samuels, I know people don't like that name, but he actually came out and was like, yo, where's the white version of this? Where's the white version of Lizzo?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like they're promoting to our community that it's okay to be like that. And you know, I got to speak a certain type of way for the YouTube review, because I know they're gonna they probably already on yellow tag this video, but you know, it's not healthy. So that's a fact. It's not healthy. I'm not gonna do no body shaming and stuff. Also, dang, I forgot to make this announcement. I'm not doing the House Negro Awards this year. We growing over here. I don't want to be shadow banned. I might bring it back next year, but they done changed up the community guidelines. I forgot to bring this up earlier in the video. They done changed the community guidelines. You got to be careful roasting people now. And they taking channels down from that. They're not giving you a strike.
Really?
They'll literally take your channel down. Like,
hateful.
if you roast
you're
somebody,
hating. You're hateful. You can't hate.
Yeah. They said, especially when it comes for minors, they said this applies to all groups, but especially for minors. So We're gonna do the House Negro Awards again one day, but right now, while I got the algorithm in the headlock, it's not. I got the trophy and everything. I got a whole House Negro Award trophy, man. I was very excited to do it, and I saw these numbers, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be shadow banned for nothing right now. You said harassment. They got me on Twitter the other day, and that's messed up because like Elon Musk. He was one of the main ones giving people the freedom of speech, but the J community got on him. So he probably changing his whole tune. Yeah, the J community got on him very hard.
Yes, that's why that's why he was there, you know what I'm saying, doing that photo op. Okay. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, they got on him pretty bad. And it's funny with him because he showed the analytics. He was like, I changed nothing. It was like soon as Elon Musk got this, it became very racist and all kinds of stuff. And he was like, y'all don't even understand. I didn't even change the algorithm until 6 months after I owned it. He showed it. He was like, I did nothing to the app. You know what I mean? Like, so they got on him pretty bad. But, you know, when they start talking about taking away that money, as someone at his level, they start talking about taking away that money. You know, that's a big deal when they start taking away that money, man. Anything you want to add, though, Big Bass? I'm about to...
shut it down. You finna shut it down. Man, you know the music industry, and you know it's incentives, man. It's incentivized. So you know, back then when we grew up in that era, you had MC Lyte, you had Roxanne Shante, you had Queen Latifah, you had different arrays and different, you know, you had different contexts of, you know, artists. Now it's just one set of artists. So when women come out, sex sells, so I'm gonna hit them with the coochie, I'm gonna hit them with this, I'm gonna hit them with that. So that's just been the typical prototype of artist. So that's why you only hearing one type of music, and ain't no pushback. You know what I'm saying? And because ain't no pushback, that's what we start to kind of like develop, especially our children at a young age. That's why you seen the little kids talking about hands on the knees. So what you think I'm gonna be rapping about when she about 10 years old, when she decide to want to be an artist? You see what I'm saying? So, and that's just the prototype. That's what we're dealing with.
I think I will say this. I won't give us no excuse. Now that we got social media, I don't see why the black community ain't all teaming up together to preach against this. We're doing it, but the way we doing it, like they doing it in the manosphere. And I don't want to, I mean, come on, it's the manosphere. All these is dudes that really wasn't popular amongst women anyway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are anyway. So it's easy. They're making it divisive. I mean, together as a community, we need to be preaching against this, not using this for views, you know, not making videos about these women and saying, hey, why you want to come over here across seas and follow us? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. We need to get together as a community, men and women, and preach against this instead of making it black man versus black woman and oh, y'all hoes ain't taking care of the kids and y'all got this going on. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, you know, a man did decide, did have a choice, just like she had a choice to do this girl raw dog. Did he vet this woman? Did he see what she was about? And that's another thing I see, especially on YouTube, is that I see on both sides, people don't like taking accountability. You know what I mean? If I make a mistake and get the wrong woman pregnant, there's some accountability in that for me. You know, there is. Niggas don't like hearing that just as much as women don't like hearing that. I found that out, is that the men don't like that accountability part. I got into it with the lead attorney because I talk about men need to be vetting these women. Then the next week after that, hey, why we're not vetting these women? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, men need to vet these women. And I'm not saying that vetting a woman is 100% foolproof. You know what I mean? It's all about how long you're doing, and it's all about you actually seeing these red flags. And, you know, because a motherfucker can see a red flag and decide that I'm just going to ignore it. Period. They can see a red flag and be like, you know what?
Most do.
Yeah, a lot of them do. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's sometimes that I had, but I was blessed by the Most High that this particular woman did not get pregnant. You know, but if it did happen, I would have no choice. I would have no problem coming out and say, look, I made a mistake. You know what I mean? I saw this red flag. I ignored it. Blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I'm seeing on both ends, man and women, really the only thing to fix this problem is that we really need to go back to not having sex before marriage. A lot of niggas don't want to hear that. But I think that's the only way to fix the problem. I think it's a long way to go before we'll ever get to that. You know,
you think you actually think that you actually think that let me ask you. I'm pose a question that I pose to a lot of cats in the space. If you look at it at a form of triage, right? Let's say that you're looking at gangrene. If you were to, you know what gangrene is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking at the loss and the function of a certain part of the body. So let's say we're starting at the toes, and you're working yourself up. If you look at the deterioration, the social fabric that has happened, particularly with the Black community, and if you saw that deterioration on another people from a third party perspective, and you had to weigh it in a gangrene style of measurement, I mean, you're looking at the eventual decaying of a body. How much are you seeing that you lost?
Okay. I know what gangrene is. That means when you have one part of the body that's getting affected, if you don't cut it off, it's going to affect the rest of the body. So you saying
how much of the body do you think is affected when you weigh the losses and the separations that are happening within particularly the Black community?
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Last time I checked, when you got to do the deletion of a child, men don't have no control over that. We talking about 20 million.
Yeah.
The population of 20 million can change the trajectory of the Black community. So the Black community ain't just, it ain't a Black man, Black woman thing. It's a race of people that has uplifted one group of women above men, and now that those same men are having a battle in terms of trying to solidify the community. Because now you got so many men that don't have children. That speaks for me. That's probably Mox. We don't have children. So how could you say that we are part of the problem? I ain't impregnated nobody. You ain't impregnated nobody. So when you don't,
you 100% right with a lot of what you're saying. And what I would like to say for you or myself, I feel like you made the right decision. You know, because mine is definitely a choice. I had a different situation. I saw all my brothers before 15 have a kid out of wedlock, except for one. But every single one of them, they was fighting. I seen them getting in fist fights with the baby mama, all kind of crazy stuff. I see the baby mama hooking up with their ops. I'm talking about deadly stuff. I'm talking about niggas shooting up against each other. So I saw this as a child. And to me, growing up was the worst decision I can make is to get the wrong woman pregnant. These niggas getting shot at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like a lot of people didn't get a chance to see that. But what I'm saying is more of a general basis, Big Bass, not more of an individual basis, because somebody out there getting these women pregnant. Somebody out there getting these women pregnant.
These same
women. Okay, but it's the environment though. You got to look at the social environment. The U.S. is not the most pristine social environment to even be a measurement for someone to have to, hold themselves to. The things that they permit within the society is kind of crazy. So the thing is, Black people are already working with a deficit of adequate intrinsic value and understanding of intrinsic worth. So this is why I saw the transaction, right? The he say, she say of it all, as opposed to, all right, then, well, what is the better overall perspective for a family, not necessarily just for a relationship, because people having these.
Women don't want family. Women don't want families, bro. These women are incentivized. These women are incentivized by the structure that is the American society, the government.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So they belong to the mainframe. They belong to the.
Why should they? You or me? They're not.
They should. They should.
Their own whims, because they have power. Now they're independent. They have the economic status.
But prior to that, brother.
That's why you see all of the political heads in structure. Black women are being used. Fannie Willis, the sister up there in New Orleans, all of them. You look Kamala Harris, all of them are being used as tools.
Right.
So
but that's been their position the entirety of the time.
There's not a Black man to be found to point the finger at. Now you see all women. So who's
there's no. I'm not putting blame on anything. What I'm
putting
looking
blame where it belongs.
I get it. You're focused on blame. My focus isn't on blame. My focus is on the maze, the maze that everybody is in. So before we get to how bad, that's why I asked, how bad is it now on the Gang Green side of the game? Cuz that's why I asked that. How would you?
It's beyond bad.
How much of the body? How much of the body would you?
We just got through talking about young
Please
girls.
give me a percentage, brother. Give me a percentage. Give me a percentage. How much of the body do you see decayed?
A percentage. I mean, listen, bro. It is what it is. I mean, we can come up with these numbers. It's not gonna solve nothing. It ain't about the numbers. It's about
No. What we're doing is trying to get an understanding of how the effect it is having on how we are analyzing it. So this is why I asked the Gang Green question. I've been asking this for a long time. But this is the thing. This thing I want you to understand. Prior to all them becoming the buffer class and being made into the buffer class that they've been made into, right? Another buffer class for against black men's upliftment and restoration of, being the agencies that run our family. Cool, I get it. Yeah, we're there. The thing is, when it first happened, someone got into the black woman's ear at the same time when the whole black. Let me finish, man. Let me land. Can I land?
Go for it.
Okay, that the whole black community was fighting at the time. We talking about the 70s, right? That's when all this feminism shit started. Largely let me land, brother. Can I land? All right. So the thing
Take
is,
a long time to land, bro.
I'm gonna let you finish. You go ahead, Big Bad.
I'm gonna just land. If it all started then at the same time, at the 70s, when everything was black hair, black, we was changing the way that we walked, the way that we talked, the way that we dapped up one another, creating all kind of things based off of our cultural ethos of how we wish to present ourselves to the entirety of the world, right? And it was at that time to where someone was able to get in the black woman's ear to like, all right, we'll shift your value of the black man due to this. Just the fact that when they talk about this whole patriarchy shit, we don't hold no power to be operating no element of a patriarchy. But the fact that that's what the Pilgrim chicks gave to them in feminism, which is the coldest form of pimping ever in the history of mankind, because it makes women distort their inner worth from within, and then they got to distort all the worth outside of them to fit that distortion. And and it's patterned by white chicks, and black women shouldn't be following nothing patterned by white chicks, especially politically. All right.
You just said it all. You said it all. I don't even have to rebuttal that. You said it all. Feminism, following the white women, accepting the government's tokens and gifts. So everything that they accepted, the Mexican woman turned down, the Asian woman turned down, the Arab woman turned down, and the white woman turned down. Who accepted the
white woman ain't turned down nothing but her color, cuz. What you say?
The white woman was watching. Listen, even in the times when Donald Trump was running, who was behind? Who voted Donald Trump in? Who voted him in?
I want to ask
white women.
The truth. Both of y'all are saying the truth and don't realize it. What the white women, what they did is they pushed it. It was a joke. They pushed it. They were the main ones on this feminism stuff. But what people didn't realize, especially the black woman, what they didn't realize is it was another form of white supremacy. They were not talking about black women. They were not, like, I'll give you a good example. When you see all these black women come out and talk about how they're not getting paid like that, Monique and all that, we're arguing about this back and forth on if they're correct. You ain't see no white feminist come out there and says, yes, Monique needs to be paid this amount and that amount. They fooled the black woman thinking that feminism stuff was real. It was really for white women to get, that's why they put that lie out there and they say the wage gap. We're not getting paid as much. When you look at the demographics, there's the white man that gets paid the most, Asian man number 2, white women number 3, black man number 4. So when they're talking about the wage gap, they're literally talking about Latin women and black women, but they don't mention them at all. Latin women make the least amount of money than anybody. Period.
Actually, white man is number 4. First, it's Indian American, then it's Japanese American, Taiwanese, Chinese, Pakistani,
what are we
and
talking
then it's the
about?
Pilgrim. You say who make the most money? That's one thing why these pilgrims are mad.
Because the demographic on who's making them the most money in America, it'll never be nobody over the white man. It'll never be nobody.
The Indian American, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but these people, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to make the most money in America.
But Indians, first of all, Indians are included as Asians. They're Asian. They're included as Asian.
Oh, okay.
They're number 2. White man, Asian American, white women, and black man. That's from 2021. That's numbers of 2021. I know it by heart. You know what I'm saying? And what you're saying about Indians might be correct, but Indians are Asians, so they're included as Asian American. All right. Okay. So no, it ain't. That ain't opinion wise, demographic wise. Indians are.
I can dig it. You're right. That is Asia. The continent that they're on is Asia. They just call their part India.
They included in those demographics. So the point that I'm trying to make for me to land this is that the white woman utilize it the way that it should be utilized. If you want to upbring your culture, they utilize the feminism to bring themselves up, but they won't allow the black woman to do that. They only give them power to use over the man. They won't, anytime they try to step out of that box on using their power, no, they're not going to use it to let them use it to uplift an entire community. Like when DeSantis came out there and did that speech, and a black woman approached him about that. She had a shirt that was pretty much saying black lesbianism or something like that. It was something about uplifting black women. They will never let them use that to uplift the whole entire community. They won't let them do it. But that's what the white woman did with it. They used that power to get themselves ahead. Nobody else, no other group of white women, and to further, like what Big Baz was saying, they're the ones that voted Trump in. And then you see these liberal white women that are going to play Trump. I said it on my own Facebook page. Well, then why did y'all vote him in? Oh, you're being stereotypical. That's not all of us. Well, shut up, bitch. When it comes to us, it's all of us. Right.
Yeah, every time.
Y'all being stereotypical.
Individualistic. They get to break themselves up into the segments that they actually are tribally. The only thing is this is the issue, man. We should be declaring ourselves a people unto ourselves for the sake of creating a culture unto ourselves, as if there was no other people around. Not just for the sake of, all right, we have to, be a solidified black people within America with all this other further categorized racial classes and everything. That shouldn't matter. We should be the measurement of what it means for us to be a people, for whatever name we wish to give ourselves or whatever, because we the world's newest people. We only about 500 years old, cuz, at the most. You know what I'm saying? 500, 600, whatever. Some people believe black people's already here, whatever, or the Native Americans here with black, whatever. No, I'm a nigga. And I'm counting this off of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to that slave pass and I'm staying there. That's it. Everybody like to go to Africa and all this. Nope, sorry. Nope. I don't need a crown.
No, I
rock with this ground and see what we build from here.
500 years, man. We're not.
I don't give us that. That's a privilege, man. If that's the case, then that makes us not focus on here, though. If we go further back than like 400, 500 years, we leave where we built. We leave where we built the entirety and streamline this mug, of a society. You feel me? There's modernized societies based off of what they did with us and how they utilize us as some form more of a fuel within this joint, cuz.
I got to disagree with that. They want us to believe our history is just here. I didn't say it is. I didn't say it is. I'm not saying it is. Whenever you put our history as just American, then you start falling into their thing. Well, we just slaves. We just came from slaves, and it's like,
what's wrong with that?
It's a lot wrong with that.
We didn't remain such. We built ourselves. We built ourselves into levels that rival what they had already been built up for 200 plus years. We was out of slavery for about 20 years before 20, 30 years before the first rivaling black town was built. They had been standing up for all these hundreds of years. We had their jealousy in 40. Come on, cuz, wait a minute, homie. Our championship is here. Our resilience is here. That black excellence is here. That ease of dominance is here. That creativity is here.
As you know, elegant is how you stating it, man. That's just a page in our book. That's just we done got through many periods of slavery before this. You know what I mean? But that's just, I know you new to the page. That's something we done already spoke about. But I believe people have different beliefs. Big Bass has a different belief than what I have, but I believe that we are the Hebrew Israelites. I believe that our story goes way. America is just a page in our book. I mean, Paul Mooney was talking about this. To bring it back to Paul Mooney, he was talking about this. Our history goes way past America.
Hold on. I believe we're definitely a mixture of tribes, and that tribe is amongst a lot of other tribes that was of the populace that was forced here. But as far as it goes with the blood lineage, those who ascribe themselves such tribe, cool, I dig it. But you got those of us who found an understanding of a deeper connectivity in how it was that we was operating here under the ethos of the belief. My thing is, what I've been focusing on is how everybody has been focusing for us. This my aspect of blackness is this comes from me not knowing nothing of myself and putting myself together with what resonated to me as us. And you know what I'm saying?
I hear that, but you got to understand one of our biggest
and that's what the whole world bends to. You said it yourself. Around the world, everybody they mimics us.
Hold on. One of our biggest problems is we don't know our history, and we're trying to find our history. And they don't want us to ever find our history. They want us to think of our history of just being here, of what our story is here.
What they want means nothing.
Wait. I'll let you talk. Now my turn. If we ever come to conclusion of what our history was before we got here, that's what they don't want us to know. That goes into what Katt Williams was talking about when they said they shot off the nose. What you're talking about is what they don't want us to know. They want us to just think of ourselves as the story of America. And I won't ever do that, man. I'm so tired of the slave movies. I'm so tired. I'm getting tired of the civil rights movies too. I'm tired of that stuff, man.
Because limit yourself. Because they don't want you to know. See, I have an identity. I know who my grandmother is. I know who my grandmother is. I can go back further because you got to understand before the ships even set here, before even Columbus came here, it was people here. That's why they have Indians. You looking at one. You're looking at one. That's the native.
Columbus had a Moor. A Moor helped Columbus find America. He had a Moor on there.
The natives that were here, that was settled here in America before the white man even got here, that was trading and bargaining with the Mexicans in Mexico.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So before that even happened, before the 6% of the people that came across the migration of that Atlantic slave trade got here, just 6%, it was men.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, until we know our identity, we can't just start, okay, we're going to start with slavery. And then they trying to wipe that out. They trying to rename and
they are trying to wipe that out. Yeah.
All right, but check it out. This is why this is my identity. This is why I don't have to go back like that. I did go back. I went far, all the way back. Hundreds of thousands of years. I dig it. But once you see the sabotage. I'm from North Tulsa, man. You feel me? All I saw was sabotage as a youngster, right? That's all I saw. I didn't see any element of, okay, that's what they want your worth to be. I was too young to understand that. Wasn't nobody talking about it. People wouldn't talk about it, so I had to put this shit together myself. So all I saw was sabotage. And the only people who ever try to do anything with sabotage are those who fear you. Those who try to stop it, if they try to stop your construction, because my number one thought was, understand as a youngster was eradication. I was thinking eradication. Nobody had to tell me nothing, nobody in my family, thing like this, nothing like that. Nah. I was like, all right, you know what? No, if they did that to the Indian, they did that to the Buffalo, why we think we finna fare a little bit better? Nah. But I saw the sabotage. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Let's not get mad over just what happened. Let's if we can, put yourself in their shoes of why they would do it. Based off of what? None of these black people are the black people that say, go get them. Oh, okay, we're free from slavery. Let's go get them. Let's go rock. Let's do it. These are the black people that follows the rules set before them. that they don't set, that are set not in their benefit. And as they operate with those rules, still set not in their benefit, the game is slanted against them. They're still able to construct something that makes those who rule the society and set the rules of the society quiver in their boots. You know what that means? That means you're dealing with a higher quality of a people.
They hate the most is us moving in solidarity. Anytime they ever seen us moving in solidarity, it don't matter if it was with banks like Black Wall Street. It don't matter if it was an organization like the Black Panthers. Whenever they see us moving in solidarity and there's not one of them in control at the top, like the NAACP, they're in control of that at the top.
Right.
So they'll let the NAACP move in solidarity because they know that they're moving. Same thing with Black Lives Matter. They know they moving at at what they're doing. But anytime that they're not involved and we moving with solidarity, they go and they destroy it. And then you'll see a white dude come in the comment section and be like, "Oh, when have you ever been united before? And what country ran by blacks?" Well, that's because anytime we get together, y'all got to destroy it. Y'all have to destroy it. But see, we can argue and bicker about this, but what I think is that
there's no problem with them destroying
at some point anyway. Because I think America I think the clock is ticking for America anyway. You know,
you think so?
You laughing, but I think the science is out there. You know, shoot, we on the cusp of getting in war with Iran, man.
We're already there. We're already there. They just ain't declared it yet, and people waiting for them to declare it to say that we're in it. We're already in it. First, it started off with the cyber war, and now this them picked up with it, and now they finna bring the cyber war and then this melding together. This is where you finna get the Skynet from, cuz.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got maintenance is probably about to show up any moment. They're supposed to be here at 1:00. They're not here.
All right.
So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Son, do you have a YouTube page?
Yeah. Hit me up at Roguish the Snooze Kicker.
Hold on. I'm gonna give each one of y'all a chance to go ahead and promote yourselves before you get out of here. Go ahead. Tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, what to do, y'all? It's your funky neighborhood snooze kicker, Roguish. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Hit me up, Roguish the Snooze Kicker. What we do is we talk about a lot of topics to where we're trying to understand how others understand those topics. You feel me? It's a lot of bit sick made. It's a lot of bit funky. It's you know what I'm saying? It's black than the motherfucker. I'm an inadvertent black supremacist from North Tulsa, Oklahoma, who, you know what I'm saying, fights an everlasting battle to not find pimping and black supremacy as logical, rational philosophies. Been struggling with that for a long time. So holla at me. What it do?
Hey man, I appreciate you joining us on this stream, man. Very good conversation, man. You can come back any time, man. I'll be doing call-in shows here and there.
Yes, sir.
Glad you found my page, man. Glad you tapped in. I appreciate you, man. You're welcome anytime.
Thank y'all for the sharpening, man. Everybody be safe. Sleep well.
You too. Big Baz, your turn, man. Go ahead and tell them who you are. Tell them what you do. Tell them your page.
Y'all know what it is, man. Big Baz Life, man. Big Baz Life on YouTube. You know, you see me doing drops, all kind of different P1 topics, all kind of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Probably noticed.
Most noticed. Man.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, you know, like this. You know, the beat you're hearing, that's, you know, one of the drops I did. That's for Moxy channel. Of course, I got stuff I did for TMD, you know, Dennis Berlin, of course, Zoom to Thailand, you know, and the list goes on, man. But you need anything, just hit me at bigbazlife@gmail.com, man. Get it poppin'. So that's what it is. You can get me at Big Baz Life. Yep.
Y'all make sure y'all check him out. You already know, man. You welcome on any of my streams, man.
Yeah, I just came, man. I popped in and seen you, but yeah, man, great show. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of contact. I'm out there in the fields getting, but yeah. So we gonna stay connected. I got you on some stuff.
Yeah, holla at me, man.
Definitely. I got you this week. I've been in the fields about the last 2 weeks, but I'm back.
Yeah, same thing with me too, man. I've been going to work, man. But yeah, till next time, man.
All right,
next time.
I'll get at you later.
All right. I had a lot of fun this stream. What's some of the other stuff? Yeah, I forgot that announcement. Oh yeah. Just to be more clear, man, we ain't doing the House Negro Awards this year, man. The community guidelines got me afraid. More than likely, we're gonna do it again next year when I can take a hit. Right now, man, I can't take no shadow ban. I can't take no shadow ban, man. We was at 25,000 for 5 months straight. These last 2 months, we done got close to 8,500 new subs, man. So we're gonna keep growing over here. Y'all love that beat. That's Big Baz that did it. Y'all hit him up. He do drops. Oh yeah, that leads me to my next thing. I don't do. I'm having people hitting me up about. Okay, here I come. Oh, that's maintenance right there. Having people hitting me up about promos and stuff like that. Holla at me on Instagram about the promos. I got maintenance here. I gotta go. So, but wait a minute. Y'all know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved. Hey, I'm coming right now. I hear you. Y'all know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved with that water. I see y'all here next time. Moxy Approved.
What's up with y'all? Moxy Approved, tune in and get what I got. You hearing me right off the block. Timberland boots with the socks, right off the stage. Laugh it up, I got the Mox, keeping it real on my pot. Gotta subscribe, like it, believe it, it's hot. Moxy the mob with it, I'm going live, let them vibe with it. Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? We up, no fall. Stay away to heaven, no calls. Hard on these trolls like Moxy the mob. I got the best subscribers, you witness. Moxy the mob. They showing up for the mob about our business. Moxy the mob. Yeah, I got the best subscribers in the business. Moxy the mob. They showing up the mob about our business.
Moxy Approved.
What's up with y'all? Moxy Approved, tune in and get what I got. You hearing me right off the block. Timberland boots with the socks, right off the stage. Laugh it up, I got the Mox, keeping it real on my pot. Gotta subscribe, like it, believe it, it's hot. Moxy the mob with it, I'm going live, let them vibe with it. Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? We up, no fall. Stay away to heaven, no calls. Hard on these trolls like Moxy the mob. I got the best subscribers, you witness. Moxy the mob. They showing up for the mob about our business. Moxy the mob. Yeah, I got the best subscribers in the business. Moxy the mob. They showing up the mob about our business.
Moxy Approved.